Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a reaction to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. And also after, we do a little bit of a trailer reaction here. I'm going to be discussing some channel updates, what's things going to be happening in the future. There's also where I'll be giving my thoughts on Monuments of Triumph. I'm not going to necessarily make an independent video on it. Um, because a lot of my stuff, thoughts as far as SC2 Monuments of Triumph goes, is going to be split between my build videos in terms of how I think the final state of balance is in the game for particular subclasses, yada yada yada, and for raids and dungeons. Currently, I am recording stuff for raids ranked and dungeons ranked. Those videos are going to take some time to get out there because obviously I have to run all the raids and dungeons, except for Vespersosa Thunder Doctrine. However, I might bring on a guest to talk about those two dungeons if I even find someone that has done those dungeons. So there is that. Because those are not dungeons I really plan on doing. But I do have to do Salvation's Edge. I have to learn it. So that's going to be something that's going to be a little bit interesting. That might be something I might talk to Tarshik a little bit, but I don't, those things are happening. It probably will not happen this week, but next week do expect a music thing to release for Destiny 2. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into Xenoverse 3. Xenoverse 3 is a game that I do plan on covering. We do know it's releasing next year. We don't have a release date, but whenever it comes out next year, yeah, I'm gonna be covering that shit. Also, this light back here is supposed to be yellow. I pressed this yellow button on the bottom here, just kind of. Like this button here is the one I press and not the green, but it's green apparently. So yeah. Also, I will be discussing how I will be handling streams in terms of future going. But let's go ahead and get into this trailer first. I have not seen this. Also, let me make sure this quality is good. Okay.
Is my voice reaching your ears? You have been summoned, brought here from a land far, far away.
I'm so hyped for this game. I have to keep in mind that this is in 1080p, so.
Who are you, and what are you doing here? Do you know what brought you here, and where you came from? I mean, do you even know where you are? And it's not like you or I have any lead, so why not join the GS squad?
Hey, you! Keep your hands off that, you dirty thief! Move one more inch!
Oh, okay.
I'll knock you right into next week, do you hear me?
So, what do you say? Will you
Game
fight
on?
with us for the sake of world peace? You still don't know much about this world, right?
It doesn't look quite like Sparking
I
Zero,
want
which
to
I'm okay
test
with.
you with a special mission. Bulma and I talked it over, and we have decided that you will enroll in a school. There,
Okay.
you know more about this world.
It's nice to meet you both. I'm Lilika. Hey, everyone. It's rare to see new faces in this class. Well, nice to meet you.
Hey, punk, what do you think you're staring at? We'll see who's laughing in a minute.
That's very interesting.
Time to roll out. We're the GS Squad, champions of justice.
Bruh.
Let's suit up. Time to show.
Okay, interesting. Still got those universe effects. Okay.
Heroes like us never lose. Right, trusty sidekick?
Okay, come on, we gotta see.
Between us.
Good! Now release!
I believe you can handle it.
Transforming into another being. Impossible.
We can win if we work together.
Oh, so this is how. Oh, so you actually transform into a different character.
I knew you could do it.
What?
I know it.
You've grown strong. You might even have more potential than Gohan.
Okay, that's interesting.
Do you feel that power?
Ooh, let's go.
Just focus on giving
Yeah, okay.
Challenging us was your first mistake. It'll also be your
Please do not copyright claim me. Okay, so that must be the. Yes! Okay, that's. Okay. Super Saiyan Kaioken? Okay. Okay. Super Saiyan looks
A
decent.
superhero never turns their back on a person in need. Right, sidekick? Today begins the first chapter of our heroic saga.
Able to use a sword as well. Interesting. Grapes, our raid boss is back? Oh, that was so sick. Oh, a raid boss is back. Oh, okay, that was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. So, based on, first off, ooh, there's some stuff I just. So, this part I find to be quite interesting.
Amazing! I knew you could do it! You can win this, I know it!
You've grown strong.
That's insane. So, it seems like you're able to transform into characters briefly, which is cool. Because that was something that I never really played as different characters in Xenoverse 2. I mostly just played as my, like hack. So, also I have to be careful how I say that. But usually just played as my cack, and I never really dived into playing as a lot of the other characters on this Xenoverse 2 roster. Mostly because I really wanted to play one of the Brolys, but their models look so bad in terms of their older models look just so bad. Um, of so I'm assuming that this is going to replace the limit burst mechanic. If that's the case, pretty good. I'm definitely going to be using Janemba as my limit burst guy if I can. Also, something I do want to point out here: non-canon forms are here. So you don't see the hair forming actually upward. I don't like the Super Saiyan hair, but that's something that. I usually go with like a Gohan look in terms of hair, so I'm kind of used to my hair not transforming usually in Dragon Ball games. So, but Kaioken Super Saiyan Kaioken was only a thing in the Otherworld tournament in Dragon Ball Z filler. So I'm kind of curious if we're gonna finally start seeing some non-canon transformations. Like, when are we gonna see Super Saiyan? Are we gonna see Rage Trunks as an actual form for Saiyans? Are we finally gonna see Super Saiyan 4, the GT version, as a transformation as well? Because I would love that. I would love to be able to go Super Saiyan 4. I am curious. By the way, if they do Super Saiyan 4, I do not want Diamond's version of Super Saiyan 4. I just don't like how Super Saiyan 4 Daima looks. I'm not the biggest fan of that. So, yeah, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of that, but so I hope we get GT's form. This does make me interested to see if we're gonna get more of GT shenanigans. Because Kaioken mixed with Super Saiyan is only a thing in Otherworld Tournament. Unless they're making it because that move is just from Kaioken from the Saiyan Saga specifically against Nappa. So I'm curious if transformations are going to have two types. One being like stackable transformations, like Kaioken, for instance, and maybe Ultra Instinct later. Considering that in the Moral arc specifically, Goku is able to kind of use the Ultra Instinct with other forms, even though it doesn't visually look different. So, like, stuff like Kaioken, that sort of thing, like, forms that are actually techniques and not actual, not classified as transformations. I wonder if you're going to be able to stack those with regular forms. Because I will say, Sparking Zero did treat Blue Evolution as a buffed thing as well, which I'm hoping we do see. I'm really hoping that we see Super Saiyan all the way up until Blue. Or at least Super Saiyan God, then Blue Evolution. But you could do Blue, then Blue Kaioken. Because I believe the only way you could do Blue Evolution is by you just have to start as Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah, I'm hyped for this game. I'm excited for this game. I'm expecting this to release in the fall. I don't think this is going to release in like December. I would expect September probably. Because most games are trying to steer clear of another game that's releasing this year. So there's that. Now, in terms of covering these games, Now, Of course, 007 still going to get posted. It will last until about mid-July. It'll last about until mid-July. So that will be happening still until it's finished. Once that is done, that you'll start seeing a little bit more Destiny 2 videos, like my final Solar, Arc, Void, and Stasis builds. Not doing one for Strand because at least Strand Titan has had no major updates, so my Strand updates still hold. My Strand stuff still holds up pretty well. So Strand will not be getting Strand Titan specifically will not be getting one, but there will be one for Stasis, Arc, Void, Solar. So yeah, whatever. But and then of course raids ranked and dungeons ranked. Then after those, Destiny 2 will finally be over. The whole Operation Sherpa thing, as well. But I will personally be leaving, finally stopping playing Destiny 2 at the end of July as well. Mostly to prepare for August being Marvel's Tokon Fighters. Y'all be getting some videos on that. I'll probably do a video on story mode, a review, and I feel about those certain things. I probably won't be playing ranked unless there's like a raid boss mode or something like that. So I'll be getting some videos on Tokon Fighters until Wolverine releases. Wolverine releases, so there's going to be a couple big changes with Wolverine. It's going to start with Tokon Fighters, but with Wolverine is really going to carry over. But there will be longer. The videos themselves will be longer and actually edited to take out certain sections. Because now I have the ability to do that with now that I have a capture card and it works very well and everything. I'm aiming for about an hour and a half. I'm going to record for 2 hours and then edit those 2 hours down into something a little bit more palatable, just so for like more the games that have longer running story stuff and whatnot, I don't have to. But it also just alleviates the pressure for me to be able to just speed run through the game. But also, if a game is a tougher section, I don't have to edit it down. I don't have to turn it down in difficulty just to get through it faster, just so I'm not stagnating or whatever. Because editing on the PS5 is not easy to do, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So expect that. Expect similar stuff for Phantom Blade Zero as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of stuff. October will be Phantom Blade Zero. I will not be playing GTA 6. Once that has ran its course, next year I believe Elden Ring is celebrating its 5-year anniversary. I might do something for that in terms of a big boy stream or something like that. So expect at least something to happen for Elden Ring when the 5-year anniversary pops up. I do know that Dark Souls 1 is celebrating its 10-year anniversary this September, but it's releasing at the 10-year anniversary is happening at an unfortunately a really, really bad time. So yeah, that's just something for later. Then, of course, we're going to be pivoting to Xenoverse 3 whenever that releases. If it's early, we'll be pivoting to that pretty early. If it's later on in the year, we'll have some filler sections and that sort of thing. This time next year, I will if Xenoverse 3 is releasing in the fall, I will probably revisit Destiny 2, revisited 1 year later, that sort of thing. So yeah, and checking to see, well, how is the raid scene? How is it hard to find LFGs yet? Has the raid scene died? Has the dungeon scene died? That sort of thing. So that'll all be happening during that point in time. So just to recap, outside of Xenoverse 3 stuff, I will be discussing specifics with Monuments of Triumph, the subclasses, the balance stuff with their individual subclass stuff, how I feel about the end states of Arc Titans. For the given weapons and armor set bonuses, I will be giving those thoughts during those sections. Like during those particular, like for example, when I do Arc, I will be doing all Arc weapons, Arc exotics, how I feel about them, just general thoughts. I'm not going to go into specifics, but I feel about them generally, general terms, how I feel about armor set bonuses that relate to Arc and the other subclasses and whatnot. For raid and dungeons, I will be giving my general thoughts on the end states of them when I do the raids ranked. At the beginning of the video, there will be a section about what my thoughts about raids overall, then going into the rankings, and then for dungeons, how I think of them as a whole, then going into them. So there's that. But anyways, though, I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Are y'all excited for Xenoverse 3? How y'all feel about, kind of the content sort of switch up that's about to happen? Are y'all excited to see, the changes coming to the channel? Are you sad to see Destiny 2 go? So yeah, I'm curious what y'all thoughts are on this. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. That's, if you've been on the channel for a while, you kind of know about that already. But so yeah, and that doesn't mean that when Xenoverse 3 releases, I'm covering no other games. Like I'm going to cover other stuff. But Xenoverse, essentially, what Destiny 2 is right now is what Xenoverse 3 is going to become, essentially. Uh, so yeah, but I'm still going to be covering, like, when Blood Rain releases, I'm going to be covering, I will probably be covering that game. I might cover Code Vein 2 at a later date, because the game's been out for a while. There's been some mods to patch up things like, graphics, that were performance, mainly performance, that sort of thing. So, mostly waiting for that game to go on a pretty steep discount before I get it again. Because I just hated the 2 hour mark. Hated it before the 2 hour mark. But yeah. Anyways, though, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.